my audience consists of my sister. She's a godly Christian woman who backs up God's teaching in order to better the community. She has had hard times in her life, and then when there is, she puts her full trust in God. How many of you know someone that has gone through a divorce, or personally, or if it was their parents who got divorced? In today's world, divorce just gets looked over. There are so many families that are getting broken because of it. Why is this? That if something is so broken, they give up instead of fixing it. I personally have been affected by divorce. Therefore, I can understand the feeling of a broken family. The issues of being divorced is okay to your spouse is not acceptable by God. It affects the children in very serious ways because of the influence it can have on their life then and in the future. Over the past several years, I've been struggling with divorced parents. I've had to overcome some very difficult, challenging battles because of it. I believe that no one should be able to go through what I went through and what I'm still going through. I believe that God hates divorce. It is by the power of Satan. I use credible sources, research, and the topic. A big percent of marriages in the world today end in divorce. Divorce can have harmful effects on the children and can affect them for the rest of their life. God calls Christians to give up, to have relationships that is centered around Christ. God also calls us to be there to support those that are affected by it. I will confirm this statement by explaining the causes of divorce, how it affects the children, and how as Christians we strive to stop divorce and help those who have been affected by it. Let's take a deeper look into this topic. Divorce is a common issue in America. It prevents people from living the way God intended us to live. There are numerous ways divorce can happen. 50% of marriages in America end in divorce. 60% of second marriages end in divorce, along with 73% of third marriages end in divorce. According to the research by Ivern, quote, in America, there are one divorce approximately every 36 seconds. That's nearly 2,400 divorces per day. As stated, it comes very common in today's world to want to live with your girlfriend or boyfriend before you get married. However, that alone can cause the divorce rate to go up by 40%. There are several reasons why people get a divorce. The number one reason why couples get a divorce is over money. It may be the lack of money or the want of money of material things. Other reasons people get divorced is they say they have fallen out of love, or one of their spouses has committed adultery. This brings me to my second point. The effects that divorce can have on couples and children is catastrophic. I personally have had depression issues, high anxiety, and trust issues because of my parents getting a divorce. Each year, millions of children suffer from divorced parents. Oftentimes, divorce permanently damages the relationship between parents and children, causing greater chances of divorce. For the children, along with more of dating issues, also kids that come from two-parent homes have a higher likelihood to succeed than those that come from single-parenting homes. It also creates low self-esteem, and so this brings me to my third and final point. God does not believe in divorce. He actually hates it. In Malachi, God says that he hates divorce. God is so perfect, therefore, that he knows who you will marry and that it will fall into his plan. If people will reach out to him, they will redeem any relationship, and all things are possible with God. When we get married, we are no longer two people, one in the flesh in Christ. As Christians, we need to be the light and the darkness and run from divorce. This brings me to my conclusion. It is evident and clear that American marriages are suffering from divorce. Divorce can have dramatic impacts on the children of the family. Divorce is not always the solution. Something that may seem broken, with God's help, it can be redeemed. As Christians, we are challenged by sin every single day. We must put our trust in the Lord and believe. God calls us to not give up, but to have a relationship centered around him. God also calls us to be there to support for those in need. As Christ followers, we are called to reach out to those in need. We are to set an example to others as to live as Christ did. You must not give up on things that are broken, for God is with us and whoever shall be against us. Thank you for your time. God bless.